Hi, I'm Mike Price from Storage Self Storage, and here are 5 things furniture removal companies don't want you to know about when they store your goods. Some furniture removal companies will offer to store your goods as an add-on service, and the price is sometimes cheaper. So you may be wondering if that's a good option for you. Fair question. If you're like me, you may have had regrets in the past when you put a cheaper price ahead of better quality. Personally, I've never been disappointed when I've paid a little more for quality, and I've always felt more confident in working with an industry specialist as opposed to somebody who offers a service as a sideline gig. Let's face it, storing with a furniture removal company is a bit like buying your food from the hardware store. They may be able to do it, but the quality may leave a bad taste in your mouth. This video came about after a chat with John Crivello, who's had 20 years in the local and international furniture removal industry and owned the company World Relocations. Here's the 5 things furniture removal companies don't want you to know about that John told me. Number 1, lack of security. Security, or lack of it, is a furniture removal storage company's biggest issue. Their staff can access your goods in many situations, and all their staff may not be police checked. And in the busy months, they hire temporary staff to cope with the workload, further compromising security. If you're storing your goods with a furniture removal company for a short time, some don't lock your goods away securely. They store your possessions loose on the floor with a plastic cover over them. This means any of their staff can access your goods. It's also common for goods to be mixed up with other clients' goods on the floor and to be delivered to the wrong address. You also need to check if your insurance company is going to cover your goods while temporarily stored this way. Number 2, a greater risk of damage. In many cases, your goods are loaded and secured in a lift van, which is a large wooden crate or box. The lift vans are aptly named as they are frequently lifted and moved around the storage area. In some cases, the lift vans are stacked 6 deep and high into the air. This often means that your lift van may be moved numerous times as they move your van to access other clients' goods, stacked above or behind yours, increasing the chance of damaging your goods. Lift vans are also moved by forklifts, and if the driver isn't careful, your goods can be damaged when the forks penetrate the bottom of your crate. Number 3, significant risk of water damage. Some furniture removal companies store your goods in shipping containers. If the shipping container is outside, the potential for damage to your goods is high because not all shipping containers are watertight. If the container isn't insulated or well ventilated, they sweat, which harms your possessions. If your goods are stored in shipping containers outside, security is also a consideration because containers aren't alarmed and monitored, and access by others to your goods can go undetected. Number 4, accessing your goods. It surprises many people how often they need to access their goods. To access your goods, you often require advance notice. If you need quick access to an important item, you may have to give the furniture storage company 48 hours notice, and you may not be able to unload the item yourself. You'll have to advise the company of the item you want, and they will retrieve it for you, and most likely charge you for this service. Number 5, lack of privacy. If your goods don't completely fill a shipping container or lift van, they may share the space with somebody else's goods. You don't want your items mixed up with others, do you? To avoid the real risks of damage or theft to your goods, consider self-storage as an option. You get to turn off the alarm and open your unit with your key, confident your goods are exactly how you left them. If your goods are valuable enough to put into storage, then check that your furniture movers are ticking all the boxes for security, how they're stored, access, privacy, and most importantly, insurance cover in case of damage. Your goods should come out in the same state that you put them into storage. Clean, dry, and as you left them. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like more tips like this to make your storage experience easy, visit storagehowto.co.nz.